Okay, I'm going to discuss this story now with Faten Elwan. She joins me from Marseille, France, and she's a Palestinian Affairs Analyst. Welcome, Faten. Now, obviously, you worked as a correspondent in the occupied West Bank for many years. When you were doing that job, did you feel there was pressure on you coming from the local law enforcement or political officials when you were trying to do your job? How hard was it to find a story, film it, and get a report out?
Let's start with the freedom of movement on the ground. That was the first obstacle that you always face when you're on the ground, because there's so many checkpoints, more than 900 checkpoints that you need to cross. On every 900 checkpoints, with the threats that you get as a journalist by phone calls, because they have access to all your information. So they can call you, they can harass you, they can send you messages, and they can threaten you with your families. And imagine deciding to go to the field while you have all those threats from settlers, Israeli army, and high security rank in the Israeli government, like the spokesperson of the Israeli army, Avichai Adrai, that is sending you messages telling you that it's a shame that you're working with this channel or that. And on every single checkpoint, you have to face the danger of arrest or being attacked by those settlers. So what we're talking about is a war on the word, and the word is becoming the Palestinian weapon. It's a domination digital game. When reporters are not being able to move around, they choose to go into remote reporting. And when remote reporting is becoming also a question under the terrorist law that the Israeli government is using toward justifying any action on the ground, it means that you are a terrorist by default in the eye of the Israeli government, even though you're a journalist. So how impossible it is, it's impossible in every single aspect, and especially in Jerusalem. Every journalist now have the threat of, if you open your mouth, if you put a like, or if you share a comment, or even if you share a piece of news about something happening on the ground, you're automatically a terrorist. You are automatically submitted to the law of terrorism. So I can come and arrest you. And we saw so many arrest cases in Jerusalem, including punishment, what they call of services to the society, but that services put the Palestinian journalists in so many humiliating images that they make sure that they film it and put it out there. So a Palestinian journalist is a warrior at the time being on the field in Palestine, because they use your family against you, they use your voice against you, and they use their power against you. So if you choose to be a journalist, it's a collateral damage for the family, especially if you're a father or a mother and have kids, like those journalists who are under home arrest in Nablus. We have 2 journalists in the West Bank that are under home arrest, that they cannot even fulfill the needs of their kids because of the Israeli decision that you need to be in jail and silenced.
Faten, we've got about 1 minute left, so just quickly, did that intimidation ever become physical, either be interfering with your equipment or on someone's person?
I was shot 2 times on purpose. He just held a gun and pointed to me and asked me if I finished my work. And I said, yes. He waited until I took off all my gear, and then he shot me purposely, twice, not once. So if I want to say it was a one-person attitude, it's not like that. I was shot twice. At one time, 2 bullets, not even one. I was sexually harassed on the field on Qalandia checkpoint by one of the soldiers. That is documented as well. I was harassed in Nalin by shooting directly on me, tear gas and bullets, and asking me if I like it or not. And then they waited until I went down, and they arrested me with 7 different gigantic soldiers that really you don't need that much force to control such a petite person like me on the ground. But yes, so I was harassed, sexually harassed, I was shot, I was arrested, I was threatened, and all this on the ground. And then it gets to a point where they threaten you. When they see that you're not scared, they use your family against you. So they don't threaten you personally. They tell you, will you shut up? And I'm literally repeating what one of the Israeli intelligence security said to my mom. Do you want to shut her up, or you want me to arrest your kids, your sons? And this is always the twist that they use, but this is like the maximum twist that they use against you.
Faten, I appreciate the analysis, and thank you so much for sharing your personal experiences. Quite traumatizing as well. Faten Elwan, my guest.